Ascot. It's over the 1600 metres, another 62 plus event. And Mark, for mine, this is the toughest race of the day to find the winner.
I was about to say, Adam, a tough first leg of the quaddie. You're going to have to go really wide to get this leg. The replay horse, though, was the eye-catcher last start. Well, we'll look at Tangier, running second behind Majinika.
Majinika straightened for home, given a bit of a rain. He rubbed it down on the neck and away it went by 2 all too much, and Checkers starting to run on. By the 150, though, Majinika clear. Checkers runs to second. Majinika's holding them, though, in the run to the line. Tangier's getting home, full of running down on the rail, but it's a fine first-up win by Majinika. Majinika...
Really good performance there by Tangier. Was forced to go the rail and just snuck up nicely. I thought it was a really good training performance by Ross Price. They went to the 1,000 metre event, and I said that, you could see Chris Parnham was just giving a sort of a hit out on that occasion. Straight up to the 1,400, a nice type in there in Majinika as well. And I was really impressed with the way that this horse attacked the line. Now, the big negative is the barrier, drawn out wide, but Chris Parnham rode 4 on Wednesday, so at the moment I think he thinks he can win from anywhere.
Yeah, he's in great form, isn't he? Number 2, Point as well, of course. Where's the Cerise and White? Been waiting for this horse to get back out to 1,600 metres by High Chaparral, out of Isabel Gelding. I'm not sure how many times I've said it, but it needs distance and it gets it here. Barrier 4, I think William Pike can be a lot closer than he usually is in the running line, and he'll be ready there to pounce.
Yeah, talked about Point last start and put it into the numbers just because of the barriers, and that's the same reason why I've done it again today. Jumps from 4. Look, I think there's some better types in here. I think, the likes of Fontainebleau and even Tangier are probably racing better, but they're drawn in barrier 16 and 17. Point's going to get the perfect run from barrier 4. William Pike back on board. The 1,600 metres a big positive as well.
Number 9, Sonnen, only has to carry 53.5 kilos here with Randy Tan's Claim. I really like this galloper. The first up performance was very, very game. 3 wide on the speed and really fought on well to run into the placings. Here from the better draw, I think Randy Tan will still go forward, but should be fitter.
Should have simply won, wasn't it? It's as easy as that. And I saw Stephen Miller after that, and I could say that he certainly thought the same as well. Randy Tan just had no luck at all jumping from barrier 16, and that's fair enough as well. Pretty tough to find a spot from out there. But from barrier 7, as you said, with 53.5 kilos, having won second up before as well, I expect Sonnen to put in a really nice race as they do go towards, I think, some of these country cups. I think Sonnen can play a big part around those provincial tracks, even the midweek as well. It is a nice staying type, but I'm going to go with 2 Point for the reasons that we said. From number 14, Friar-esque, 5 Tangier and 13 Fontainebleau.
2 Point on top for me as well, Adam. From 9, Sonnen, 10 Bachelor's Prospect, give it another go, and 12 Celtic Wizard.
Race number 6 at Ascot. It's the first of our listed events. It is the Cyril Flower Stakes over the 1,200 metres. And Mark, again, we talked about the open leg of race 1 in the quaddie. This is exactly the same.
It's a quality race. It is a crack field, and we could have a look at a few replays to dissect some of these runners. But we'll go back to the Mungerup Sprint at Mount Barker and have a look at Rebel King winning.
Dreamlifter up 3 deep, then followed Red Aura down the outside, and Rebel King's the widest horse. Dreamlifter reaches the lead over Rebel King, then followed right down the outside. Running on well is also Potent Secret. Dreamlifter in front, but Rebel King's range up on the outside. Rebel King goes to Dreamlifter, and Rebel King by a length.
Different performance there from Rebel King. And normally we do see him sitting in those first 2 pairs and then just really attacking the line, probably fairly, but in that winning position at the top of the straight. This time we saw from barrier 6 get back a little bit, was 7th around the bend, and then actually worked with a turn of foot to the line, winning over the 1,300 metres. That was the furthest the horse had won as well, so some positives there. Beat Dreamlifter by a length. Now they draw the car back here, barrier 12 of 12, but William Pike hops off as well, so that's maybe something we need to read into. But Brad Parnham takes a ride. He's in good form, but I think there's some others that come from that race that are going to be hard to beat. Red Aura gets a 2 kilo swing, and Dreamlifter, who you said won last year, gets a 1.5 kilo swing as well, so it's not going to be that easy for Rebel King.
Yeah, it's 0.05 lengths was the margin last year between Red Aura and Dreamlifter. Dreamlifter getting the nod, but Red Aura carried 59 kilos on that occasion, Dreamlifter 58.5. Now Red Aura is only carrying 54.5. Gee, it looks to be a super chance. First up run was great. Forget about the winter. That was just a complete forget. Wasn't himself. Looks to have returned really well. We've also got Adam, of course, Divine Calling, the Scenic Blast Stakes winner. That one with 59 kilos goes up to 60.5 kilos. Interesting to see how he goes second up.
Yeah, just quickly back on Red Aura as well, and you mentioned, I think you can read into Dan Morton say with Man Booker having some really bad form and then turning it around. Red Aura appears to do the same. The last time this horse carried 54.5 was in a Scenic Blast Stakes, and it beat First Among Equals and Rock Magic, who run 3rd and 4th in a Winterbottom Stakes. So it is a weight special of the race. Divine Calling, as you mentioned, was a massive performance on debut. I don't think any of us expected that. Look, it was set up by the Ganjimi runner King's Troop out in front. They were trying to help, I think, Durendal, and it's ended up working or backfiring against them. But the 60.5 kilos second up is a massive effort. Will we see a bit of a flat spot here? I'm not sure. Look, I've left out my numbers, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the horse win.
Durendal and Dream Lifter as well, you mentioned. Dream Lifter is racing well, does it the tough way, most races as well. Has to be a chance. And Durendal, look, from barrier 2, they said they were going to put him away and give him a break, but he's obviously going well and he's drawn really well here.
Dream Lifter, you know what you're going to get. I think that's a massive positive on speed as well. Durendal, I just hope that they just go back to the old style, just sit back a little bit and let this horse work into it, show that really nice turn of foot. Anything can win this race, Mark. It's such an open race, but I'm going to go with 6 Red Aura, from 8 coming back, 3 Dream Lifter and 2 Durendal.
I've got number 6 on top as well, Red Aura, from the 2 Durendal, 3 Dream Lifter and 1 Divine Calling.
Race number 7 at Ascot. It's the second of our listed events. It's the Challenge Stakes over the 1,500 metres for the 3-year-olds. And I'm excited about this race as well. This starts setting up the 3-year-old season and we start just stripping back a few and learning the form lines a bit better.
Another very, very good race to take a look at. We'll have a look at the replay of Precious Memories, running second last start behind Solorski.
In the straight they run. Belter is trying to pick up the leader, Solorski. Solorski goes for home, leads 3/4. Belter's trying its heart out there, clear from G-Boss down the outside, Spangled Impact, and also Precious Memories. Still in front though, Solorski is holding them at bay. Belter battles on, Precious Memories flashes late at Solorski.
We've all known how good this horse has been for a long time, and much better than the record suggests of 1 win from 9 starts, but just always against such good company. Last start dropped back to the 1,200. I think we all thought live it had pipped Solorski on the line. I think Jared Noski and Jeff Noski thought the same, but Solorski was able to hold on. It was a big performance there. Back out to the 1,500 metres now. I think it's a really big positive here. We've seen this horse win over 1,400, finish just behind Gadding over the 1,500 as well. Gets a nice gate in barrier 6. There's good speed. There's so many positives for her, and you just know what you're going to get.
Yeah, you certainly do. Gangbuster was good first up here. Second up over 1,500 metres should suit. Barrier 11 surely will be running on from the back.
Yeah, exactly right. I thought it was a really nice performance first up. This was a horse, again, that was a bit average in winter. Came back, showed some nice performances there. Was just beaten by General Huston because of fitness. Was simple as that. I know a lot of people were disappointed in that final 100 metres, but General Huston's had about 8 starts this prep, and we've seen Gangbuster having its first. Second up is placed. It'll appreciate the speed as well.
Number 2, RAGAZZO Doro, horribly unlucky last start. Got strangled back to last by Patrick Carberry and was held out 3 wide, which is never a good position to be, especially here at Ascot. From barrier 1, should get the gun run, and we know he's got a lot of ability, this son of Medalia Doro, so I'm expecting an improved performance.
Better for the run, went into that race with no trial. Barrier 1 will be able to sit a little bit closer and will appreciate the distance as well.
Number 12 as well there, Glimmer Girl, the first of the Cerise and White runners. Interesting to note, Brad Parnham riding this and William Pike electing to ride Regal Moon, number 14.
Yeah, I think we can go through the 3 quickly. I think Sean McGrady's on the 3rd one here and very tempting. Of course, a Geraldton winner, so needs to show a little bit more despite it being a really nice performance. You then look at Glimmer Girl and Regal Moon. Now, I think the thinking behind William Pike here would be that Regal Moon's going to go on to more races, so this horse is going to get better with distance. Glimmer Girl may not have many more starts this prep. The 1,500 metres is probably ideal and coming in with winning form, so I actually think Glimmer Girl's better suited for this race. Regal Moon's better suited for the campaign, so I've gone with 12 Glimmer Girl, from 14 Regal Moon. I've then thrown in number 9 Precious Memories and 5 Gangbuster.
Yeah, completely agree with your thoughts on William Pike sticking with Regal Moon, but I've got number 2 on top, RAGAZZO Doro, from 9 Precious Memories, 12 Glimmer Girl and 14 Regal Moon.
Race number 8 at Ascot. It's a 72 plus over the 1,400 metres, and Mark, if you're somehow still alive in the quaddie, you still got to jag this last lead because, again, it's a very open field.
Yeah, outside of the favourite, which is likely to be our replay horse, Majinika. It is very open. Let's have a look at that win from last start in graduation 62 plus grade.
Running though, Majinika straightened for home, given a bit of a rain. He rubbed it down on the neck and away it went by 2 all too much, and Checkers starting to run on by the 150 though. Majinika clear. Checkers runs to second. Majinika's holding them though in the run to the line. Tangier's getting home full of running down on the rail, but it's a fine first up win by Majinika.
Nice performance there by Majinika, of course, beating Tangier, which you and I both like a little bit earlier on the program. We'll be able to see the form lines there. Look, barrier 1, this horse is going to get the gun run. It's 1 from 1 of the track and distance, gets a claim as well, so only has to carry the 54.5 kilos. I think there's a lot of positives here, but this is a big step up from that grade 62 to a 72 plus. It is going to be the favourite. It's going to be short as well, but coming up against horses like Candlelight Star, Settlers Creek, Barracky Beats, these are match hard, ready to win and keep going on performers. I think this is a very tough race for it.
I really like Candlelight Star. I've been a big fan of his, and I just think he's drawn perfectly here from barrier 9 can get 3 wide with cover, which is where he wants to be. He'll be finishing off strongly.
How many times this prep we said this horse should have won? You watched the race again last start, should have beaten Settlers Creek, was 3 wide the trip, did all of the hard work, and then just sort of tired late. Barrier 9, I'm with you. I think this is the perfect barrier now. Gets a 2 kilo swing on Settlers Creek as well, so there's a lot of positives there.
We've also got number 6, Settlers Creek, who finally broke through last start after 5 seconds in a row at him.
And geez, it was only just breaking through as well, wasn't it? Ros Martini, a photo finish, winning by a nose. I know again, Colin Webster thought he'd lost on the line, but this horse certainly deserved the victory. The 2 kilo swing to Candlelight Star is my concern, and that is why I'm going with Candlelight Star. Over 6, Settlers Creek, number 9, Majinika, and 13, Royal Supreme.
Number 9, Majinika on top for me, Adam. From 5, Candlelight Star, 6, Settlers Creek, and 7, Barracky Beats.
Time now to turn our attention to the best bets of the card, and I'm going to go with race 2, number 3, Undisclosed, and then race 3, number 10, Galaxy Star.
Race 2, number 3, Undisclosed for me as well, Adam, and race 8, number 9, Majinika.
As we always do say, perthracing.com.au for all of our social media. You can follow us on YouTube as well. All the links there on the screen, and plenty coming up through the Autumn Carnival. On behalf of both of us, hopefully we found you plenty of winners.